Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview on a Monday, brand new trading week, August 11th, 2014. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Absolutely blue skies, no wind, hot sun, and white sandy beaches. A absolutely outstanding, beautiful day, just like it was yesterday over the weekend. Awesome. All right, traders, thanks for being with me. It's always a pleasure. Glad to start a new trading week. I'm excited as usual. Last week is old news. Traders, if you would, let me introduce myself to you. We've got 6 charts to look at, so let's get moving. Traders, my name is William Gilday. I am your moderator for the market opening preview every single day before the London Open. And on Friday, we give you the Friday wrap-up after the New York close. Traders, I started trading in 2006, and in 2008, I retired from a wonderful 27-year career in the fire rescue department out of West Palm Beach, Florida. Traders, after I retired, 9 days later, I got on an airplane for a 3-month holiday to celebrate my career. Came to Thailand, and traders, it's 2014, and I'm still here. Traders, it's great to be retired in Thailand. I love trading the Forex markets. I love doing what I do, and I have to tell you, traders, Thailand is the place to be if you want to trade because the time zone is absolutely awesome. I can trade all 3 sessions and still get a good night's sleep. Absolutely awesome. Traders, I hope you enjoy trading as much as me, and thank you for joining me. Let's get the legal stuff out of the way. Traders, Forex trading has a large potential of rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, please, please, please do not trade money you cannot afford to lose. Remember, traders, past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, traders, talk about a little bit of news and a little commentary. This is going to be a short one today, so let's get to it. All right, so the Dow 30 closed up at 1.13%, the S&P 500 closed up 1.15%, and the NASDAQ 100 closed up at 0.79%. Everybody in the green. However, not so lucky across the pond in the Eurozone. The DAX closed down 0.33%, the FTSE 100 down 0.45%, and the CAC 40 just down barely at 0.05%. The Euro stocks was down at negative 0.21%. All right, let's talk about some stuff in Asia that's going on right now. These markets are currently trading. The Nikkei 225 is up 2.19%. The Shanghai is up 1.07%. The Hang Seng is up 1.14%. And the S&P ASX 200 out of Sydney, Australia is up 0.60%. And finishing this off, the Kospi 200 is up positive 0.80%. All right, traders, very nice start for the Asia session. Everybody in the green. Let's take a look at what we have going on in the news today. So it looks like we've got some things coming out a little bit early. We have 2 hours before the London Open. We have the, looks like the Euro-Dollar Index is coming out. And that's 2 hours before the Open. Looks like a bunch of indexes are coming out of the Eurozone, including New Zealand. Don't know what that's all about. All right, so moving on into our week here. What is going on? What is going on? Traders, I gotta tell you, this looks like a absolutely dull Monday in the news. Nothing in the U.S., nothing in London. Medium impact, the only thing I see is Canadian housing starts. Other than that, traders, wow, no news today. Okay, so commentary is, last week we produced quite a lot of pips in the markets, and we saw the sell-off that we talked about both on Friday and on the Friday wrap-up. These pairs absolutely corrected, taking people squaring positions, taking profits. So now we're just hoping that these currency pairs will continue the trend. The one I'm really concerned about trading again is that Aussie dollar. the Aussie dollar has been all over the place, and the problem is when the Aussie dollar goes in the opposite direction, it's not just going 20 pips, it's going 40 and 30 and 5 pips, right? So it's going to knock you out. So if you're taking trades in the Aussie dollar, you need to be at your computer. Don't be going walking the dog then. Gonna have to watch that Aussie dollar very tightly if you're going to trade the Aussie. Myself, I'm going to have some very, very good confirmation before I'm going to jump in that pair. The rest of the pairs, well, we'll talk about some of them, and some of them, I think we have some good setups. Let's get started. All right, this is the Forex, and these are 60-minute charts. Let's start off as we do every week with the euro dollar. Okay, here's the euro dollar. We're in a nice spot right here. We're like it's closed above on Friday, above the 200 exponential moving average. I'd like to see that come down, and I'd really like to see that get to that 33.85 area, 33.90 area, and we can take that short. I sure don't want to short this here. And if it goes above that trend line, that's a two-touch trend line. No, it's a three-touch trend line, so it's a valid trend line. If that goes above that, I think all bets are off, and we're going to have to reanalyze what we're going to do with this. But as of right now, I'm bearish. I don't want to buy the euro. I mean, even if it closes above the trend line, do not want to buy the euro dollar. I want to sell it. So we're going to look to sell it. You can see where I have the 23.6 at 33.59 for take profit. Just look left of the chart. You can see it was support, and it was respected quite a bit on this hourly chart. So we're going to look to do that. And let's just take this short. That's what we're looking for. And it's a Monday. You know how Mondays can be. But it was a really slow Friday per se. Not too bad, but you know how Mondays are. Mondays can really be lackluster as a norm. Let's go over to the pound dollar. The pound, as we know, is bearish now. It did have a change of trend about 10 trading days ago. So we are looking for shorts. This has moved very well last week. No big surprises with the pound. We're just looking for this to jump back up there to that 38.2 fib at 67.96 in that area. Well, that 6,800 area, right? Now, 6,800, right? You can guarantee there's a bunch of orders to sell this there. So we want to be in that party and let that come up and let us get taken out to the short side. Let's go short. We're looking for 67.48 for a take profit. As you can see on the bottom of the chart, you can see that I bypassed that support area at 67.80. I think it's not going to hold there. I think it's going to go through that. So I'm looking for it to pop that. Even though my theory on 20s and 80s, that there's a good chance that they will make some movement on the price points for 20s and 80s. But I think this is going to break the support. This looks pretty weak. These are all indecision candles there at support. So I would stick with, we're going to get down below that support area. We'll see how it goes. And hopefully it'll all work out. But that's a trade plan on the pound dollar on the 60-minute chart. Let's go to the Aussie. The Aussie. Basically what I did on the Aussie T, look at these Bollinger Bands on this 1 hour chart. Closed in. New York, it didn't do anything. New York just was, the whole trading day, pretty much on Friday, the Aussie didn't do anything, stayed in the range. So we're in a ranging market. So we're either going to go long and we're going to take it at 0.9295, or we're going to go short at 92.63. So we have a 30 pip range here. And, if we get into that range, you can take that up to the 200 exponential moving average at 93.10. But realize at 9,300, you're gonna have some issues there. So just be careful of that. But the Aussie, we've got to be careful with this Aussie. Like I said, it's all over the place. Up 20 pips, down 30 pips, up 40 pips, down 30 pips. And of course, all that red that you see on the chart is from their interest rate decision last week, where it went from 6.0 to 6.4 on unemployment, not interest rate. I know I said interest rate. Unemployment rate. Okay. So let's keep going. Here's the Euro Aussie. I really like trading this pair, but you can see, it's starting to get that. Look at that top of that chart where it's starting to get that curve, that half moon curve. I call it the old man easing into a hot bath, and I didn't come up with that. Somebody taught me that. And that's what it looks like. But if you look at the chart right now, right at this moment, this is at support. So I sure don't want to be trading into this trend line. Even though it's not a 3-touch, it's a 2-touch, but let's get this below that trend line and take it. So we might not get our entry into this at all. And we're looking to come down to, we've got some areas here that we can come down to. One is the 43.88, which is a 200 exponential moving area. So if you don't want to trade from this trend line, you want to wait, just trade below the 200, which could be tomorrow. and just right below it at 43.86 or 88, 85 or something like that. Take it short, and we got two shorts here where we can take it from. So we have a lot of entries to the downside on this pair on this chart. So we'll see how this works. This might work today. We might get this below this at London Open. When I'm doing this is Asia, and this is the inactive zone of Asia right now. So we'll see how that goes. Let's go over to the Euro Yen. The Euro Yen has been really, really nice and bearish lately. However, Friday, boy, did that not do what we talked about in Friday, that people were going to be squaring positions and taking profit, and wow, did it do what they said. This thing has just come all the way back up, and look at where it comes to, traders. It comes right back to that 200 exponential moving average at 136.97. Any trade we take, you can see where the stop is just above. So we want to look at 136.75, 73, somewhere in that area. We want a nice bearish stick candle formation below that wick of that. You can see that wick on that other candle. And we want to make sure that we're below that. Okay, so we're looking to take profit at 1.3629. And that's what we got on the Euro Yen. Hoping this works out. The Euro Yen's been very good to us the last month, so no reason not to be trading this pair. Okay, the New Zealand has really changed, and it is bearish. So we're bearish. We want to come below this trend line here. This is like an 8-touch trend line. I didn't count it, but I'm just making that up. But yeah, it looks like it's a lot of touches on this trend line. So we want this to come down below 84.60, I would say. Get down there somewhere. We're going to take this at 84.25, which would be nice. And this would really be a nice little trade here. So, looking at over 30 pip trades on this trade on this New Zealand dollar, if we can get this down below this trend line, and that's what we need that to do. If not, it's going to go back up to the 200, and it's just going to sit there, and then it'll pop back down. It might give us a little bit of resistance at that 84, 85 area. We might get a little jerk there, but I think if it's going to go back to the upside and we start seeing some bullish candlestick formation, we're heading back to the 200, and then we'll start the process all over again. But we're hoping for the break below this trend line, and let's short this bad boy for nice 30 pips for today's trading plan. All right, traders, that wraps up our currency chart review for today. Traders, I'd like to thank you on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, have a great trading day. Grab those profits, and we'll talk to you tomorrow before the London Open. Bye-bye now.